Hello, guys. I'm so glad to be here. Welcome to another episode of M2M session. So today, I know that there are a couple of you out there who listening to me right now, and you're probably wondering if your addictions, if they are possible to stop. This might be, and if this is your first time listening to this podcast, I want you to know that it is possible to stop that addiction. Yeah, you can go back. I have recorded lots of episodes on overcoming masturbation and pornography that can really be of help to you. So today I want to talk to us about trust issues. Trust issues. You see, I've noticed that now, not just by observation, but people who have been sending me messages, a couple of you are struggling and having trust issues. Now, I'm not just talking about trust issues for relationship, because that's where basically most of us see it. Most persons wait until when they get into a relationship with somebody, then they become so overprotective. That's like the final stage, But there's an early stage of knowing if you have trust issues. The final stage is actually when you get into a relationship and you find it difficult to trust the lady that you are in a relationship with. Yes. So now there are actually 3 stages that you can identify if you have trust issues. The first stage is the family stage. Yeah, the second stage is the friendship stage. Then the third stage is the relationship stage. Now, what happens in the family stage? This is where you are with your immediate family, your siblings and your parents. You don't trust them. You realize that if probably you ask your sibling to do something, or your siblings say they do something, you find there's this thing in you that tells you they won't do it. So you definitely have a way around it to do it even before they do it. They've broken your trust not once, not twice, and so it's difficult for you to trust them. Maybe they said they'll do something in the past and they ended up not doing it, Or maybe you've held this mindset that if it comes to this my particular sibling, just forget it, they can't do this. So you want your family members to help you do things, or that for this particular issue your family members can help, but they are the last resort. You don't even consider them. That's a trust issue. You don't trust them enough to talk to them about anything and all. Then the second stage is the friendship stage. You have friends who if this particular person, forget it, they can't do this. The issue with trust is that they are not trustworthy. Definitely that you can't count on them, you can't bank on them. They will definitely disappoint you. So you can't even trust them for anything. Maybe you have a job for them, and you just write them off. That it's their line, but you just write them off. You rather give it to someone else. And the third stage is much more common. But you see, however, because it's in stages, that tells us that it grows. So if probably you are in a relationship and you're wondering why you're overprotective, you're wondering why you're finding it difficult to trust the girl, the lady that you're in a relationship with, I want you to know that that trust issue had been built over time. A lot of things that we see in our life, it didn't just happen magically. It grew, and it started from family. Because before that girl came around for a relationship, you had a family and you had friends. Now I have a couple of friends that I know definitely that this person can disappoint too, but I still recommend them for the job. I still give them a trial. Now I don't give them a trial and when the disappointment happens, I'm bitter. No. I give them a trial and I have plan B, I have plan C. But the point of emphasis is that I do not write them off. I still give them a trial because who knows? I still believe in them. Who knows? Probably they must have changed. Now that is me believing in my friends. That's not trust issues. I still trust them to deliver irrespective of what they did the last time. I still trust and I'm banking on them that they're going to develop themselves. If they disappoint, that's left to them. That disappointment doesn't mean I will stop trusting them. That's how trust works. You see, your creator trusts you to be alive. You might have made a mistake the previous time, but he still trusts you to be alive. He still trusts you. If you're probably a Bible student, you realize that in the Old Testament, many persons broke the trust of God, but yet in the New Testament, God still trusted them again, irrespective of what they did. We are supposed to model a life after our Creator. So how do you build trust? How do you work on these trust issues? How do you learn to trust on someone? The first thing you need to do is to go back to family and identify the reason why you don't trust the people in your family. Identify that one reason. There is always a reason, because you see, life starts out like a seed. There is always one thing that they did that they now repeated it over and over again that made them break your trust. Identify it. Now, after identifying it, the next thing you need to do, still on the family level, the next thing you need to do is ask yourself if you trust yourself. Do you trust yourself? Because you see, many times the reason why we don't trust people is because we don't trust ourselves. And the reason why we don't trust ourselves is because we are blaming ourselves for allowing ourselves to get disappointed. So you knew that this person would disappoint you and you still went ahead to trust the person. So you blame yourself. And because you are blaming yourself, it makes it hard for you to trust the person. You need to actually trust yourself. Stop blaming yourself. It wasn't your fault. You weren't the one that broke your trust. Yes, you were the one that trusted the person, but that was all you could have done. Don't blame yourself. Don't make it hard on yourself. Forgive yourself. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Forgive yourself. Because just as you can only love another person the same way you love yourself, you can only trust another person to the degree at which you trust yourself. Take for example, in a relationship, most times why a guy most times when a guy finds it difficult to trust a lady and is always thinking that she would cheat on him, is because he has cheated on her in the past. So he feels that, the same thing he did, she will also do to him. You need to actually learn to trust yourself by forgiving yourself. Give yourself a second chance. Give yourself a third chance. Give yourself a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chance. No matter how many times you fail, rise up and try again. No matter how many times you break your trust, try again. No matter how many times somebody breaks your trust, try again. It's hard, it's difficult, but give it another try. Yeah. Give it another try. Then finally, the final way to restore trust is to actually trust. Yes. Actually trust. Throw yourself out there and trust the person. Give him or her a second chance. Most of you, it's because of background, your family background or your peer influence. I want you to give that person a second chance. Even if the person fails again, give the person another chance, a third chance, a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 77 chances. Trust again. You owe it to yourself to trust again. You owe it to your friends, you owe it to your family to trust again. You can't impute trustworthiness on somebody. You can only risk and sacrifice yourself to trust the person. But however, remember, I have a plan B, I have a plan C, I have a plan D, I have a plan E, I have a plan F. Don't allow the trust issues eat you up. Don't allow it eat you up. The baseline to trust is forgiveness. So if it is in the stage of friendship, think about the person that broke your trust. Or relationship, think about the person that broke your trust and what the person did and forgive the person. It's time to forgive. It may be hard to forgive. You may not even know how to forgive. Very easy. Get a sheet of paper and write out the person's name. Maybe the person's name is Peter. Write out, I forgive you, Peter. I forgive you, Peter. I forgive you, Peter. Write it out. Writing is one way. The other way is thinking on it. Think about it. Say in your thoughts, I forgive you, Peter. I forgive you, Peter. I forgive you, Peter. The other way to forgive is to say it out loud, repeatedly, just as you can hear me. Peter, I forgive you. Peter, I forgive you. Say it continuously until you feel it. Life is sweet and easy when you trust. I'm not saying you should go around trusting everybody, but there are some specific people in your life that deserve and requires to be trusted. You're not alone in this world, and don't make life lonely. Don't make life lonely for yourself by cutting off everybody because you don't trust them. Live life to the fullest. Learn to trust people. People would also learn to trust you. Be the best you can ever be and enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you for listening to this podcast episode. I hope this has been helpful for you. Cheers.